All right, let's just get right into it. You see the constant stream of new AI tools, the daily headlines, and there's this nagging feeling that maybe, just maybe, you're falling behind. And it all really boils down to one big fear. Are you already behind on AI? I mean, with new tools dropping literally every single day, how are you supposed to keep up? And let's be honest, the big question is, if you don't figure this out, is your job on the line? And look, that's not just some random fear. The CEO of Anthropic said that even if AI technology stopped improving today, it could still wipe out 25% of entry-level white-collar jobs. So yeah, the stakes are very, very real. But the solution, it's probably not what you're thinking. So in this explainer, we're going to tackle that anxiety head on. We're going to look at why our brains are actually hardwired to misunderstand AI. Then we'll show you how to shift from seeing it as just a tool to a real teammate. And then we'll dive into a super practical playbook that can completely reinvent how you work. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about all the noise. Everyone's talking about AI, right? Sharing the latest trick or the newest tool. It is so easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the secret. Most people are only just scratching the surface. Think about it like this. If you ask a room, hey, who here uses Excel? Every single hand goes up. But then, if you ask, okay, who knows over 40 formulas and has actually closed a $500,000 deal with it? You might get, 3 hands from the investment bankers in the back? It's the exact same thing with AI. Just using it for a few questions a week is not the same as making it a core part of your daily workflow. So, if we know we need to go deeper, why is it so hard? Well, the problem isn't the technology. It's us. It's our own brains. We are instinctively wired to use AI completely wrong. I mean, think about it. When you open up ChatGPT, what does it look like? It looks like a search bar. And just like you'd instinctively talk to a baby like, well, a baby, your brain sees that little search bar and immediately slips right back into its old, comfortable search engine habits. That search engine mindset is all about command, response, and walk away. You type in a question, you get an answer, and you're done. But the real power, the real magic comes from the companion mindset. It's a conversation. It's about refining your ideas. It's a partnership. You wouldn't walk up to Jeff Bezos, ask him one question, and then just walk away, would you? No, you'd have a conversation. And that brings us to the most critical point of this whole thing, making this fundamental mindset shift. This is really where you go from being just a user to a true power user. You know, we're used to digital changes where one tool just replaces another. Email replaced the fax machine. Excel replaced pen and paper. But what does AI replace? The answer is kind of nothing. And also, everything. It's not a direct one-for-one replacement. It's a completely new category, a whole new way of thinking and working. So the new word we need to start using is companion. This isn't just a tool. It's a partner that can wear a bunch of different hats. It can be your career coach, brainstorming with you on your next big move. It can be your co-writer, helping you find the perfect words. It can even be a co-founder, poking holes in your business plan before you spend a dime. Okay, so that's the big idea. But how do we actually make this practical? Let's get into the actual playbook, the tactics you can start using, like today. For writing, this 3-step process is a total game changer. Step 1, and listen, this is absolutely non-negotiable. You always write the first draft yourself. Always. Then, step 2, you give that draft to your AI companion and ask simple questions like, hey, how can I make this more readable for my audience? And then step 3, this is the secret weapon. You just repeatedly ask, what am I missing? This pushes your thinking so much deeper than you'd ever go on your own. This leads to what Conor Grennan calls the never stop principle. We all do this, right? We hit a wall when we're working on something. We get tired, we get stuck, and our brain just wants to quit and be done. But your AI companion, it never gets tired. You can ask it, what am I missing? 5, 10, even 20 times to push right past that natural mental block. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so which companion should I use? And the truth is, it's less about which one is the best and more about which one feels right for the job. For really powerful writing, give Claude a try. For deep thinking and that sweet Google integration, Gemini is phenomenal. For those quick everyday questions, ChatGPT is a great Google replacement. And for work stuff, Copilot is getting smarter by the day. The key is to just experiment and find the right partner for the right process. And what about when you want to try a new AI? You don't have to start over from scratch. Here's a pro tip. Just ask the AI that knows you best, let's say it's ChatGPT, to create a 10-page document on everything it knows about you, your goals, your writing style, your preferences. Then you can just feed that document to a new AI like Claude or Gemini, and boom, it's instantly up to speed. It's like giving your new assistant a cheat sheet on how to be a great partner from day one. So we've got the mindset, and we've got the playbook. Now let's connect all this back to that anxiety we started with. How does this make you not just more productive, but truly invaluable in your career? Here's the thing. Your boss doesn't just want you to do more work faster. They want you to fundamentally change how the work gets done. Reinventing a process has a much bigger impact and gets you noticed, way more than just a small increase in your personal output. This is how you become an intrapreneur inside your own company. You have to stop thinking about AI as just an answer machine. Start using it to redesign your entire process. And then, this is the most important part, document that process so it's repeatable for your whole team. That new process, that is your intellectual property. It's what makes you absolutely indispensable. And here's an incredibly powerful tip if you're looking for a job right now. Don't just walk into an interview and say, "Oh yeah, I know how to use AI." Anybody can say that. Instead, go in with a plan. Show them exactly how you will use your AI companion to reinvent not just your role, but the entire team's workflow. That's how you prove your value before you even start. All right, that was a lot to cover. So let's do a quick, high-density recap of everything we just learned to really lock it in. Okay, here are the key takeaways. Number 1, AI is a companion, not a search engine. Treat it like a conversation. Number 2, your brain's instinct is to command and walk away. You have to consciously fight that urge. 3, for creative work, you always write the first draft yourself. 4, use AI to refine, brainstorm, and push past those mental blocks by repeatedly asking, "What am I missing?" 5, focus on reinventing entire processes, not just doing more work. That skill is what makes you an invaluable entrepreneur. And finally, you can transfer your AI's memory by having it write a profile of you to give to other models. So, at the end of the day, this technology is no longer just a tool. It's a partner. It's a co-founder for your next business idea, a coach for your career, and a strategist for your most complex problems. And it literally fits in your pocket. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it first?